appointments to serve the community. Let's give them a round of applause. I got a feeling everybody turned out for this next portion. The last time we were talking about a new mayor for Summerville, gas was 42 cents a gallon. I came back from Vietnam and I was full of headaches. But here we are tonight. With two candidates.
Three candidates.
Ah! You know, technically, we are into it with the mayors.
I've been here for 30 minutes. At my age, I went to the bathroom.
Everybody, Dr. Lomax. I guess it's only fair to ask the other two candidates if they have any objection to his participation.
Absolutely not.
Okay, good. Now, you want me to go back and read the rules for you?
What?
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now we'll begin the candidates' opening statements of 3 minutes each. And again, we'll go alphabetically as the names will appear on the ballot. And we'll start with Mr. Collins.
I brought this so I could read a little bit of what I'm going to say, because normally I can speak for an hour and a half on any topic, and now that I have 2.5 and 3 minutes, I want to make sure I cover all my bases. But I want to say, first of all, thank you to the Chamber, and thank you to Pinewood for hosting this event tonight, and the Journal Scene. I'm Bill Collins, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here. Margaret and I moved here in 1972. It didn't take us long to fall in love with this community. Over the past 39 years, we have raised our children here, and now we have grandchildren, and we have made some incredible friendships here. And for that, I am very grateful, very thankful. I moved here in 1972 to start my own newspaper, the Summerville Journal, which later became the Journal Scene. Over the years of operating that newspaper, that business, my old friend Mr. Cuthbert, who's no longer with us, but said, Mr. Collins, in the 30-something years you've been here, almost everybody in town has worked for the Journal Scene at some point. He said they didn't work long because you didn't pay well. They did work for you. And those relationships were very, very important to me, and they were very supportive. I sold my papers and retired in 2007, and now I'd like to give back to this community that has been so gracious and good to me and my family. Summerville is truly a very special place, but it's going to take a lot of work to keep it that way. As your mayor, your full-time mayor, because I'm totally retired, I have no encumbrances, so I can give the job my all, my talents, all of my time. I will work hard to solve the town's overcrowding problem and to ease the traffic congestion, the sort of thing that kept Dr. Lomax getting here late from getting here on time. I'll make sure that your tax dollars are spent wisely and the town runs more like a business. And I will work every day to keep Summerville special so that our children and grandchildren will always want to call it home. But maybe more importantly, I'll be an advocate for Summerville. We've got to have that over the next 4 years. I mean, you cannot turn on the TV or pick up the newspaper without reading about Joe Riley or North Charleston or Mount Pleasant or Goose Creek. I want to do the same thing for Summerville. I've learned to speak pretty vociferously in my career, and I'd like to do that and do it on behalf of the town of Summerville. I love it, and I thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. Dr. Lomax.
Well, I'm Dr. Bill Lomax, and I'd like to be your mayor. I'd like to be mayor of the town of Summerville. My motto would be Summerville first. And you know, anytime there's any business transaction, somebody makes a profit. And I think it's the job of the mayor and the council to be sure that Summerville profits from that. So everything I say, do, or think will be Summerville first. And the reason I can do that is that I don't owe anybody anything, and I'm not with any particular group. So what do I bring to the table? I'm a listener, I'm an analyzer, I'm a consensus builder. My style is managerial. I don't have a lot of fluff. Now, the mayor, besides representing the town, I think also has to be a mediator, facilitator with the council and people. We need to promote and look forward to new ideas. We need to be open to everything. We need communication. We don't need arguing. One of the problems we have in this area, I believe, is the lack of consensus. What does the town really want? What does council want? We need to speak with one voice. We need to get all our legislators on board. If you don't speak with one voice, you get nothing. You go up to Columbia and no one will listen to you. I also think it's important, and hopefully, depending upon the next election, I think that Tim Scott will move up in influence. And I'm hopeful that we will still be in his district. And we can go to him and say, you know, we've got 30,000 votes here. We need this road. We'll make sure that if we get that road, you're going to get responsibility for that road. That's what those people understand. We have to play the game. We have to play it politely, but we still have to play the game. My other thing, TikTok. Oh, I watched that program.
30 seconds to go.
I have a strong fiduciary responsibility, particularly when it's other people's money. Okay? We have to watch every dollar. We have to look for ways to save money. You'll notice my signs are a little bit smaller. Why? I provided 3 signs for the price of 2.
Thank you, Dr. Lomax.
That's why I did that.
Thank you, Dr. Lomax. Mr. Myler?
Well, good evening. It's great seeing y'all here tonight. I want to thank Rita Berry also with the Chamber of Commerce and Ellen Priest with the newspaper, and also Dr. Kalashaw for hosting this wonderful event, and especially you good people coming out tonight to support your candidates. It's a big decision. A lot of big decisions are on the table. But Summerville is my home. I was born and raised here. I love it. I've had the privilege and joy of raising my family here. And I can honestly say that I don't think there's a better town in America. Summerville always has been, is, and always will be a top 10 city in my book. I draw strength, not just from this town, but from the people who live here. I am running for the office of mayor on 4 basic principles. Number 1, my love of this town. Number 2, my belief in this town. My vision for the future of this town. And what I believe, number 4, I call on my life to serve this town that I love. I am not running against my 2 worthy opponents. I am running for the opportunity and privilege to serve you and this town. So together we can move it forward to where Summerville needs to be. I believe that we are right now at the crossroads of unbelievable opportunity. But simply put, we'll never move forward unless we work together, unless we build consensus together, unless we trust each other. We need to change the entire climate of this town. We need to put a sign out that says we are open for business and you are welcome. Town Hall needs to be the most friendly oasis you could ever have, where it is a pleasure and a delight to do business in the town of Summerville, South Carolina. But before I go further, I need to pause because I am so thankful for the leadership and love of Berlin Myers, who's given over 40 years of his life and service to the town that he loves.